Hello everyone, welcome back to another Heartbreak session. And today we're going to talk about healing through volunteerism. In today's session, we're going to talk about how to turn pain into purpose through volunteerism, in which it leads to turn heartbreak into growth and resilience. So, by saying so, today we have a very, very amazing person in our session. And he comes all the way from Westwell Startup House of Arusha. He is a financing and operations coordinator, and he goes by the name Khalid Malim Juma. But they do also call him the Chocolate Man, so he has to tell us why they do call him that. I'm curious, aren't you? So, hi Khalid.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Why do they call you the Chocolate Man?
So I work at Westwell Startup House Arusha. Joining the team, I began as an intern, a community and marketing intern for the foundation, for the hub. And we have events every single month, twice a month. So during the events, I give away chocolates. So, Chocolate Man, because I give free chocolates. That's how I got the name.
That's very curious and very nice. The Chocolate Man. We should get someone like that. Maybe the Candy Man? The Candy Man?
I don't know, Money Man. Money, oh, like.
Wow, okay. So, by the way, so that's Khalid, and on my hand side, I have my very beautiful co-host Sabina Wambura, and you all know her. So, hi Sabina.
Hello.
How have you been doing?
I've been doing great. I hope you have been too.
I'm good. So, you had the Chocolate Man?
I heard him, yeah. Very nice spirit of giving away chocolates.
What should we call you?
Sabina.
The lip gloss girl? Okay, so with that very beautiful introduction, we'll start with our session. And okay, so Khalid, I would like to ask you, what inspired your journey to get into volunteerism?
It's a bit of a long story, but long story short, it began in 2015, 2016. I am a part of this program known as the YES program, Youth Exchange and Study, where this program takes students around when they're 16 in Form 3. They go to the US for like 10 months. They study there, live with host families, and they become like a part of the community. So we were there, and there's these certificates that we get if you volunteer for 100 hours. So I was there for the 10 months, and I got that experience to volunteer in a community that is not even mine, you see. So I had like a guilt. Why go to another community and start working for them, kind of like volunteering for them, while back home I'm not doing anything for my community? So like the spark began from there.
Wow, that's very amazing. So you've been to the US for a program for 10 months. Okay. So so you have been doing this volunteerism into different communities. So have you ever been in a situation where miscommunication happened and it turned into you facing challenges or circumstances that made you to get heartbreak or something?
In terms of heartbreak, yeah, it happens, you know. Life is lifing, you know. So this is how we volunteer. So after you come back from the program, you are an alumni and you get access to funds where you could create your own projects that you could do to the community. Precisely, maybe like coloring, you know, schools, painting schools, coloring like canvas, or coloring for every scenario that I have, like a small story, you see. So based on my experience, the way I volunteer is I have access to funds as an alumni of the AS program where we could conduct our own projects. So I kind of like, I am the leader for a particular project. So I have to get an idea of it, laying down the whole project, how it's gonna go to the end. So working with people sometimes is kind of hard, and through this I face a lot of miscommunication scenarios with the people that I work with, to a point that I had to postpone some projects due to the miscommunication.
Okay, so Khalid, I'm pretty sure that you have your personal challenges. What lessons have you learned while you're trying to juggle the personal challenges and your volunteerism works?
I have a really bad habit of managing time. Like I could find myself just sitting in my room just like that. Like I'm just sitting. What I know, like in 5 minutes I need to be somewhere, you see? And that in a way kind of like impacts my personal life as well as my professional life, not just in volunteering, like a whole in general. So that is something that I'm trying to tackle. It's been a year right now, and I see some changes in that. As I know that I'm still struggling with that, but still I'm trying my little best to do that.
You know, Samira, I don't think Khalid is the only one who has problems of managing time. At least, like he takes 5 minutes and he realizes he has to be somewhere. Like I take 5 minutes after the appointed time to know I have to be somewhere. So I'm not surprised about that.
Okay, so Khalid, what you're trying to say is that the lesson that you've learned while juggling your volunteerism work and personal life is time management, right? Khalid, I would like you to share with us how can people use volunteerism just like you to get a healing from the heartbreaks or the pains that they're going through?
Okay, so one thing that I want to mention and people to understand, volunteering could be a lifestyle. Volunteering is also a therapy. You know, doing volunteering, at the end of every volunteering session or like a project for me, like I feel renewed, you see. I feel like I have a ton of energy that I could use for something else besides like after I'm done with my volunteering. And if you could use volunteering as a lifestyle, you will reach far. Because personally, on my part, getting to Wesha, for me, I went in as an intern, like with the mindset that I am going to volunteer. I have to be honest, I got there in my first interview, I never knew that it was a paid internship, but it was. But going in as this person who has that mentality that I am going there as a volunteer got me where I wanted to be, and that is having a job. I went in as a volunteer, but I ended up having a job. So what I'm trying to communicate here is you could use volunteering as a step towards healing, because after volunteering you find yourself as part of something, as part of the community, because there are a lot of benefits when you go to a place you don't know no one, and you all try to accomplish one simple thing, and that is making changes. So you'll make changes to the community, you will make changes to yourself.
Okay, so what you're trying to say is if you volunteer, you get to become part of the tribe, you know, like part of the tribe of the place.
Part of something.
Yeah. Okay. So, what advice can you give to an individual who feels stuck in their plan, maybe where they are into volunteerism and they feel like it's not working out for them?
I could say, don't stop. Don't stop. Don't lose hope. And if you think that this line of volunteering doesn't work for you, find another line. Communicate with people. Try to network. The more you expose yourself, things will get better.
And they should get a chocolate man who can give them
They
chocolates.
could contact me. They could contact me. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
so we can contact you
definitely.
and you can deliver chocolates for people
Not for
who are
chocolate.
stuck.
Not for chocolate. For volunteering opportunities.
Okay. But people need chocolates, you know.
I also need chocolates. I'm broke right now.
By asking that, I'm going to ask, what are some of the mistakes you see young people or young entrepreneurs make while they're in their path to get there, to be a part of something?
What I see in young people, I'm also young. So this is me talking to my peers. Yeah, I'm just 24. So
You talking to you.
I'm talking to my peers. So
Okay.
like as friends, we could talk as friends. That's how I like to take it. Something that I also like sometimes I fail to do is I have that bigger picture, which is not bad, but I need to also focus on the small steps that I have to take first before I take on the bigger steps. So like most of us want to get there, but getting there, you need to get here first. So like that is something that we should all as youth should think about first before getting there. Try to get here first.
Okay, so what if a person is rushing? They don't want to start here, you know. They don't want to start to the ground. Like, you know, everybody wants that very comfortable, expensive life. Everybody wants that. Pretty sure you want it too, with all your chocolates, but you want it too. But what are you going to tell that person who they're not patient enough? You know, there are people who have been on the ground too much and they want to get there, but they can't get there because maybe they don't have the right connections, the right people. So what are you going to tell this youth that they don't have to give up and all that?
First, I would say have faith in what you're doing, okay? And there's this saying that the quicker you rise, the harder you fall. The quicker you rise, the harder you fall. So let's take an example for me. I joined Wesha as an intern, as I said, and then I moved up as an assistant, and now I am the coordinator. See? So like from all of that, I'm still learning that small steps matter. The highest position that you could go is being the country director. I'm not looking for that, but if it comes, yes, I'm taking it.
You should.
Exactly.
Who doesn't want to travel, you know? Everybody wants to.
Exactly. This is what I'm trying to say. Like, yes, everyone has their own route towards like their goal. Have faith in what you do. Live your life. Enjoy what you're doing, where you are, towards what you want to achieve. But remember, the quicker you rise, the harder you fall.
Thank you.
Khalid, I'm sure you faced a heartbreak or two in your life. Can you share with us times where those heartbreaks have caused you to make tough decisions, and what were the outcomes?
Okay, I'll go back. I am from Zanzibar, the island of Unguja, and like all my life I've been there, going to school, going to madrasa, family and everything, born there and everything. Funny enough, if I add a humor in this, I don't know how to swim and I'm from the island, so it's very funny. So I am from Zanzibar and I have some friends there, and I had like my whole life there. Something happened, something so bad, and it was repetitive to a point that I said, okay, I'm leaving the island. The moment I get the opportunity to leave the island, I will leave the island. But I don't want to share that here, what happened. But just know that my decision to be where I am in this region, Arusha, it was the result of that of those scenarios that kept on happening like month and month and month. So here I am, who knew I'll be in Wesha as a coordinator. So when I look back, I am thankful for what happened in a way, but I also get hurt that it happened. But I gained strength out of that to leave home, to come here, and now I live in this beautiful city.
Okay, Khalid, I know in volunteering works you get to work with many people as a team. So how does working with people in your volunteering works help you to heal various wounds that maybe have happened in the past?
I don't know if we could call this miscommunication. Lakini bwana, there was this time I was texting with someone. I wanted to send a screenshot of it. I took a screenshot. I sent it to the person that I was texting. Pale pale. Like to say, we have this person A. I was texting with this person A, and I wanted to send a screenshot. Me texting with person A to person B. I took a screenshot with person A, and I sent it to person A with a message button. Unamuona huyo? That is I messed up bad, and I felt so bad. That a miscommunication, but that was so bad as a person with my reputation. So yeah.
Okay, so you sent the text to the same person. Like, did you have outcomes or something? I know the outcomes are bad, but did you have a very bad outcome, or the person just took it casual?
No, the person, they took it very badly to a point that I was blocked.
Oh,
I felt so bad.
the chocolate man was blocked.
Yeah.
You didn't send chocolates to the person?
No, I was broke by then.
How broke are you?
Right now.
No, a lot of times, because you say right now you're broke. You were broke by then. How many times are you broke?
I just want a chocolate. Now.
500 shillings chocolate.
A chocolate is a chocolate.
Ivory Coast. Is it called Ivory? Ivory?
Ivory.
Whatever? Oh.
Ivory chocolate.
Ivory chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you tell us how emotional well-being is connected with career well-being?
I think they're both correlated positively, because if you are healthy and not just like mentally, even physically, then you'll be able to do your work perfectly, you see. So there is a need for a person to maintain their health, you see, mentally and physically, because if you have that capability to maintain your health, you'll be able to do wonders. And that is something that I believe. Remember during COVID, people were sick. I wouldn't say mentally, but physically, things weren't going our way. So I could relate to that, and that could be like a really, really, really good example that we really need to maintain our health, both mentally and physically.
What roles does a strong support system help in overcoming a heartbreak and thriving in your volunteerism works?
I'm not saying this as a professional, but I think that overcoming heartbreak, it is not something that you should do alone. I've learned that the hard way, and thinking that I was independent, I could do it myself, no. So in the end, I had to get myself closer to people, and I am so happy that I had that background of volunteering. So like I took that and as a bridge towards overcoming my heartbreak, surrounding myself with good friends, good co-workers, good classmates. By then I used to go to school, good classmates, and my cousin. That is the person in my family that I could tell my problems to. But back then I used to like keep it to myself, and it was very painful. I could say it was very, very, very painful. So yeah, having a support system is very, very important, and I don't think that it should be something that you should do it alone. Talk to people, don't keep it inside. Once nikamaliza, and then during my advanced level I used to sell abaya na mitandio kwa wanafunzi wenzangu. Actually it was my sister's business, lakini nilikuwa kama tumepartner up, and then I used to sell her items kwa chuoni. Nimeanza first year I used to sell perfume, lakini I saw that the turnover wasn't that much. I transformed to ubuyu again. I used to sell ubuyu wa laki moja after every 3 days na order tena, for like in 3 days laki moja kama hivyo. Like I used to do that. However, logistics and transportation, in general logistics zikawa too hard for me, and then nikaacha. Last year, my second year, katikati, I started selling juice atende, paid smoothie. So I went with that all the way mpaka third year, to my third year. And so I used to do that, but now I'm working. It needs a lot of attention. Your business here, juice atende, but it was perfect for me. Like business boom. Throughout third year, I didn't need money from my parents.
What can you advise young business people? Like through what you have gone through in all your business journey, what can you advise? What advice can you give it to them?
Personally, businesses ambazo hazikufail for me, it was I did what I like to do. Nilikuwa napenda ubuyu. Nilikuwa napenda sana ubuyu. And nilikuwa napenda sana, na bado napenda sana hiyo ubuyu na pia na juice ya tende.
I thought you moved to chocolate.
No, I give away. Like once I get the turnover, nikipata pesa, everybody gets a chocolate. You get a chocolate, she gets a chocolate, he gets a chocolate. White chocolate, dark chocolate, brown chocolate. Chocolate. Yeah. So do what you love. For me, it worked. Yeah.
So what if somebody doesn't have what they love? Like I may love I may love chocolate, but I can't make it. I can't produce it. I don't have the knowledge and the skills of doing the business. So.
In whatever you do, due diligence is very important. Do due diligence first, then work towards what you want to do. Stay with people, good people with progress, people ambao unaona prospect. Stay with those people. You'll get something out of that. If it will be yours or you partner up with the person, it worked. I've seen it with some people. But do what you love and live life.
Alright guys, thank you for tuning in. Tukutane tena next week hapa mjengoni. Bye.